So how did I turn this into this? Last week, I released the lyric video for my song, No More. It's out now on all streaming services. You should go listen to it. And a lot of people have asked me how I got Violet City to look so corrupted and haunted for the video. And the answer is, a lot of things. The Pokemon DS games don't look like this, right? So I had to do this in another program, something called Blender. Blender is a free 3D modeling and rendering and visual effects and everything else program. It's completely free and open source, and I hugely recommend learning just a little bit of it so you can use it in projects like this or anything else you can think of. Originally, I was going to go for like an analog horror, Pets Cop, Crow 64 kind of vibe, and we actually started making some of the assets for it on stream. And it looks pretty cool, but it didn't feel like Pokemon. I wanted this video to be authentic to the story, even if I was going for Soul Silver graphics instead of actual original silver. I took some creative liberty there. So I decided to take actual models and textures from the original game and just work with those. Easy, right? Well, it turns out the inside of a Pokemon Soul Silver ROM looks like this. Like, man, we thought Friday Night Funkin's naming conventions were bad. I tried out a lot of tools. There are so many people who have taken a swing at how to hack this ROM, and the one that ended up working best for me was Spikey's DS Map Editor. So if you're ever wondering how to get assets out of a DS-era Pokemon game, here's how you do it. First, you're going to want to grab Spikey's DS Map Editor, load your ROM. In this case, I'm using the randomizer ROM that Manny and I were playing on stream, and you're going to get this screen. So this is every map in the game, right? Which is great, except they're not all labeled in the most helpful way. Like this. This means nothing to me. This is terrifying. What you're looking for is the name column over here, and we're going to scroll down until we see, Violet City. There we go. That is map header number 73. That's going to be important. Let's go to the matrix editor now. And on this page, you can see this is a really, crude representation of Johto and Kanto, right? And that means Violet City should be right around here, which makes sense because, that was our map header, number 73. So here's number 73. What do we do with this information? You're going to want to flip over to Map Files. And now, looking in that same spot, you'll see map numbers 21, 22, 23, and 24, where those 73s were a moment ago. Stay with me. We're going to jump over to the map editor now, and here we are, somewhere. Okay, what was the first number? It was 21, right? So let's go to map number 21, and is this Violet City? I don't know. Well, we got to texture it first. Go back to your map headers page one more time and check the textures column. You'll see we're using texture number 15 here. Go back to the map editor, pull up texture number 15. That's not right. Okay, it turns out that number on the other page has absolutely nothing to do with what textures actually used, so you just gotta kind of scroll around until you find the one that works. This looks right to me, and we can use this to find the other 3 maps we need. The next one was 22, right? Let's just scroll to 22, and we need to find the texture again. Okay, will 3 still work? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. This is like the main portion of Violet City where Sprout Tower goes, and there's a bridge here. Where is that stuff? Where's all the stuff in Violet City? Well, that's here under Buildings. If you click Edit Buildings, you'll be shown this kind of mini map of the map with each building that appears on the map. And a building is everything from like the little lampposts that should be here, the bridges, to actual buildings like Sprout Tower or the Pokemon Center, anything like that. Then you've got to look up the building, look up the model index of that building, go to the model list here, scroll down to number 31, and it's a signpost. Okay, cool. There's our bridge. Where's Sprout Tower? I just really want Sprout Tower. That's number 54. Hey, nice. I'm going to hit export, and we're going to change this to an OBJ file. I'm going to do the same with the 3D model of this entire map. It's not going to give us any of the buildings or anything, but it'll give us the ground, the trees, all that stuff. Now it's time to open Blender and delete the default cube because that's what we do. And then we're going to import that OBJ file we just exported. And there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Just perfect. Yeah, for some reason they don't come out the right size, so you gotta kind of work with that. Also, they all come out separately as separate objects. Oh god, this is the worst. Okay, I'm gonna import them one more time, but I'm gonna do it one at a time, and I'm gonna join all these objects together so they're just one thing now. There we go. You stay together. Okay, there's one problem with importing these models, and that's when we go to look at them with their textures, they're kind of inside out. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Something's very, very wrong with the transparency channels that it exports with. And to fix that, you have to go through every single material and change this blend mode from alpha blend to alpha hashed. And once you do that, you'll be good. Also, something funny, I noticed all Pokemon models have shadows baked in. Like, I guess it saves a lot of processing time, not calculating those shadows live. But it's funny to me that there's like a physical shadow here. So I would end up selecting all that and deleting it for the video because I can render my own shadows. Thank you very much. Okay, so after painstakingly recreating Violet City and just kind of duplicating trees out to hell, we have something that looks pretty cool. So we point a camera at it and yeah, that's kind of boring. That's not really a music video. Let's use a noise modifier and add some camera shake. That's too much. Let's make it a lot slower, a lot less intense. Cool, that's less ridiculous. Still boring. Add particles. How about some rolling clouds and thunder? The rolling clouds are just a plane that I made wavy. The thunder is just a couple lamps blinking on it. Okay, cool. Render it all out as a billion ping files, and then we pull it all into After Effects. So we get a nice pixely font. This one's called Gameplay. How do we make this look like it's on a DS LCD screen? The secret is this guy, Venetian Blinds. It's this really cheesy transition, like, woo, that one. It turns out if you just go like a little bit of the way, and you turn it 90 degrees to the right, and then you make it really tiny. Yeah, that looks right. That works. So we've animated our text. It looks cool. It still doesn't really look like we're on a DS screen yet, though, right? I want just a little bit of that retro analog horror kind of vibe. So what does an LCD screen look like close up? Well, it looks like this. It's a red pixel, a green pixel, and a blue pixel. And when those pixels turn on or off in different amounts, we get different colors. So I made one of those, and then I tiled it over every inch of the screen. So when we put that on screen set to overlay mode, so it's just kind of mixing its color in with the original, we get this. Yeah, looking pretty good. We'll put some other effects on there too. Some chromatic aberration, a bit more color. Okay, finally we have this crazy effect. This is called pixel sorting, and it's my new favorite thing ever. Basically, it takes all the pixels in a single column and sorts them by brightness or darkness or whatever else you want. I don't really know how it works, but it looks so cool. Like seriously, it turns this into this. It's just awesome. There's a lot of ways you can kind of fake it in After Effects, but I actually just went and bought this plugin that does it for me, and I'm very, very happy I did. I'm melting. So yeah, if you ever want to make a glitchy music video using Nintendo DS graphics, that's how you do it. I don't know who this tutorial was for. Go check out the full lyric video for No More here, and if you like this kind of behind-the-scenes look at how I make these music videos, go check out the time I turned myself into a lemon.